Yeah. Gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. What it do? Yes, indeed. It's another episode of Good morning, Raider Nation, live Raiders podcast. Right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. With yours truly, Lunatic Raider. How y'all feeling on this Taco Tuesday? Pink tacos in the building. And we giving away free pink tacos. So line up in line, man, and get your pink taco on. You feel me? We gotta get your pink taco on. Let's go. Salute to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. It's good to see y'all, man. Who we got here today, man? We got NorCal Raider Jesse, the mod with the most. You feel me? Salute to you. Egotarian 207, man. What's the deal? Top of the morning. Brian Rodriguez in the building. Salute to you, my brother Tops. Thank you for being here. Raider Man 81, what is the deal, man? Salute to you. Charles Washington is in the house, man. What the deal is, man? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Back to being Raider Nation for life. What we here with? We here. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You know that damn well. We ain't going nowhere. You feel me? We got Desert Raider in the house, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Chris Ariola, what's the deal, man? Good morning to you. Mike G in the building. Top of the morning, man. Good to see you here. For real. JETS. Suck dick. I had to say that quickly to see if the if YouTube hit me with that shit. JETS. Suck dick. Right away, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Top of the morning. Sam Taker, what's the deal, man? Good morning, Tops. Good to see you here. Yes, sir, Rebob. Anybody even say that shit no more? Yes, sir, Rebob. That's that old school shit. Yes, indeed, man. Who else we got up in the building? Jay Furpo in the house with the Raiders. You already know. I'm ready for Sunday already. For real. Jay Stiggs, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Top of the morning, Raider Way. Raider Paul in the building, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Let's see who else we got up in here. I think that's about it right now. That's all we got going on. Them motherfuckers right in and out. That's it. Hot damn. That's all we're gonna fucking on this right now, man. Milo Hunt, what's the deal, man? Good morning to you. Top of the morning. We're going to talk about, man, has the ship been righted for the Raiders? All the different scenarios we're going to check, and then there's some stuff that came out McDaniels wasn't exactly on all the players' good side. Because, you know what I mean, after he's gone now, stuff is starting to leak up out there, man. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how close-knit it seemed like this team is now. Kind of like, you know what I mean, you get that monkey off your back, and now it's like you're free to go ahead and play and love football. So we'll see, though. It's only one game, only 1 week. We got part 2 coming Sunday night football versus the Jets. You know what I mean? If they can continue this trend, go in there and slap the shit out of these dudes, then now we just start saying, okay. You know what I mean? But the test does not come until we start getting past the Jets. Once we get past the Jets, the next opponents that's up in line to get the shit slapped out of them, that's going to really, like, is this team for real? Because we all know we got talent, bruh. But it takes the right individual to bring that talent together to really have. Remember, I used to tell you guys this, that the machine as a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It don't matter how good each individual player is. The only thing that matters is how well do they play together. And right now, you're starting to see this. You know what I mean? But like I said, you get a little small portion of what to expect, what you've seen so far. And they duplicate that. The whole word of today, consistency. That's what we're looking for in this team. It's consistency. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be able to sell us a dream, but it's another to actually let us live it. You feel me? So right now, You selling us a dream. This is the dream that we wanted for this team to really buckle down and be one of them teams. You know what I mean? But can we actually live the dream? We're gonna find out Sunday night. All eyes on us once again. Yeah, we had a faux pas versus the Lions, that primetime game. Now this is our get back. This is to show the world, like, no, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. You know what I mean? That wasn't us that was out there against the Lions. So, hey, show and prove. Like they say, show and prove. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Hey, to the new people here, please subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that thumbs up, man. It's good to have you guys here, and you're always welcome every weekday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. You know, where the nation unites as one under the silver and black. That's where we get down with the get down. The good stuff, man. Top of the morning to you. All right, so we're gonna dive into some of this stuff, man. I just seen something just today. It might have been out before then, but it comes after the celebration in the locker room with the Stogies. You feel me? I want you guys to check this out real quick one time. We're gonna get into some stuff that's there's gonna be more things that's gonna be revealed from that meeting that happened that Thursday before that Detroit Lion game. There's a lot. Hondo Carpenter said he has something he's gonna have out, some information, some stuff you're gonna like. But more details are starting to come out as you piece the puzzle together with coaches as well as with players. Now you're starting to understand exactly, because we never was privileged to being able to see behind closed doors. They do a damn good job of, you know what I mean, keeping it hush, keeping it in-house. But when you move from one regime and now you got an interim coach, an interim GM, an elevated quarterback coach to OC, and then you see the kind of production these guys together gave you, even though it was a Giants team, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because it's just as easy as you can sit here and we can celebrate the victory. We could, but it wasn't no close victory. Just like you remember when we beat Green Bay, nobody was happy over that win because we should have beat them handily. Was nobody happy? You go against the Giants, you beat them handily. You beat the dog shit out of them. You know what I mean? And just as easy as we beat them by whatever, you know what I mean? By, what was it, 22, 20? No, because we scored, 30? So we beat them by, and what they have? They had 6, that's right, because they didn't get no extra point. So it wasn't 2 field goals, it was a touchdown and a missed 2-point conversion that gave they monkey butts a 6. So with that being said, 24-point differential. It'd have been different if it was a 1-point differential against a team such as the Giants. So we took care of business. Now we're on to the next one, the Jets, which is on the schedule. We'll see how we handle that one. You know what I mean? I want to see when we take on these better teams on the road. That's who because if we're lucky, and you just so happen to make the playoffs, it will be a wild card, which means you will be on the road, especially the third wild card. And I do think this year, looking at the schedules and how everybody in the AFC is beating each other in the head, you potentially have the third wild card being a 9-win team. Easy. A 9-win team, easy. I see that happening. You know what I mean? It's a wait and see, though, but everybody's taking shots at everybody. You know what I mean? There's not really, in the AFC, you got your Baltimores, you got Kansas City, but after you get away from the divisional leaders and you're left with the wild cards, it's not impressive. It's not impressive at all. You know what I mean? You're talking about teams like Cincinnati, Cleveland, Buffalo, Chargers, Raiders, Pittsburgh. You're not, you know what I mean? And when these teams that, such as like the Buffaloes and the Pittsburghs, beat us, got to remember, that was not the same team. Not if they continue the trend that they're on right now. So let me go ahead and get into some stuff, man, I just noticed and seen out there. This is Jade Severa in the locker room with the celebration going on, bro, and pay attention to what he says, man. He says a whole lot. He says a mouthful about the previous regime. You know what I mean? The rookie that we drafted, linebacker. Oh no, Severa is the defensive tackle. Yeah, defensive tackle. So let's check out and see. Let me turn this down real quick, and we're gonna check out and see what I seen him post on Instagram, or was it Twitter? Might have been Twitter, Instagram. But yeah, he just a brief one sentence summed it all up. You know what I mean? Let's get into it.
Hey, why these fuck niggas have me on the bench so long? Shout out AP, man.
See, that says a whole lot. It wasn't a whole lot of words, but when he says, why did these fuck niggas have me on the bench for so long? Shout out to AP. There's AP setting another man free. He set another man free. You know what I mean? That's another player that's been on the bench, ain't been out there getting no PT, and he got it this past weekend. It's going to take the whole group to go out there and get these victories, bro. But that's just a telltale sign right there of, it seems to me that they were alienating, and there's more alienating coming on that it seems like McDaniels and them was making. Favoritism rather than have the whole team involved. You know what I mean? But that was Severa right there talking about why they had him on the bench for so long. And shout out to AP for giving him his free Amistad, the modern day Amistad. You feel me? Who else I want to get into real quick? Okay, here's another thing. Here's another thing that fucking AP came out and just by what he said, you know who he's talking about. The way they get down is not the way he get down. When I say they, the previous regime, they did things a whole lot different. Rather than having the whole team as a collective be included and be part of the team, it was they were nitpicking. Remember, on my videos, I put some shorts out there about Renfro. Before the game even happened, I said, now I want to see what a new regime, with new head coaching them, do we see Renfro being re-implemented into the offense again? Do we get to see Aiden O'Connell go deep to Trey Tucker? And we've seen that. So there was a difference in philosophy. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily, now I'm starting to understand that being a hard-nosed coach, I think that you got to find the medium. You could be a hard-nosed coach, but don't just, and I seen a little quote out there by John Madden say you don't want to just be hard on them all the time like that, because then they just become robots. You know what I mean? You got to let them be them and have their fun, you know what I mean, to make this game fun. Because they go, when you having fun, you out there, you out there doing your thizzle. You feel me? So here's another thing. Another thing AP said that caught my ear. Like, I never knew this. I never knew McDaniels was doing this. Let's go.
They got a Raiders uniform. Them guys bust their tails. You know, last week was just 2 days. This week it'll be 3 days, and they're getting us looks both on offense, defense, special teams. They're working out in the morning. They're in the meetings. They're in everything about it. But then on game day, where are they? That wasn't my belief. I've been at other places, either as a coach when I was in high school or college. Every man's in, man. If you're on a team, you're a part of the team. You're there on game day, and I just felt the way that we practiced those 2 days and what we asked them to do, they deserved to be on our sideline. They earned that right. And I hope they don't stay on practice squad. I hope they push themselves to become on the active roster. And that was the carrot I dangled in front of them. And they brought energy on the sideline. Now, it was a little busier than I'm used to. But you know what? I'll take it when they bring that kind of juice that they did.
And that's AP talking about the practice squad. I never knew that we did not allow the practice squad to be on the sideline with their teammates. I never knew that. So when AP made it known that no matter what level he done played or coached at, that was never the thing. It was always they're part of this team. They help us get ready for the team we're playing, and hopefully we can push these guys on the practice squad to bust their ass to make the 53. So why are they not on the sideline with the rest of their comrades? See, that's alienating people. That's alienating people. You know what I mean? I wonder how they feel that we get to go up against you guys and practice and help you prepare for your next opponent, but the coach don't have us on the sideline with the rest of our team. See, that's one thing I never knew that was going on with us. I never knew that, man, and that's opening eyes right there that you alienating your own players, whether it's benching them, not using them. It seems to me Renfro got alienated. Jake Severa got alienated. The practice squad got alienated. It's like they're picking, choosing, playing favorites. So now we starting to see the difference. It's called inclusion. You know what I mean? When you include people on your team that's on your team and make them feel part of a team, a family, you're going to get better output. That's facts. That's facts. If you make somebody feel like they're included, they're going to do the homework. They're going to bust their ass to try to do more. But when you have a game and I wonder what they was putting the practice squad, what McDaniels was doing with them, putting them in regular seats to watch the games as civilians, put them in a booth in a suite. I don't even think they was doing that shit. Was they even allowed to come to the game? You know what I mean? It makes you wonder now, like, what the fuck? No, hey, it didn't matter who lost that game. You know what I mean? Of course, we wanted the Chargers to lose, but we needed the Jets to lose too. Shit, they got that wild card. You know what I mean? They got that wild card. You needed them motherfuckers. Now we can give them a second L Sunday. Move them out the way. I'm not worried about Chargers because we still got to play them again at home. So it's all on us. Like I said, it comes down to the Raiders now on what they do. So we'll see. And see, there's another thing that the offensive line made a tweak to also. They went from a power block scheme to a zone. And zone blocking is known to be favorable for a run game. Facts. No wonder Josh Jacobs got off. Now, last year they did the same thing behind the power, but teams were expecting that. Now you come in there with the zone blocking scheme. Now you're creating gaps. You're finding the next man to put a helmet on. And then if that man get devoured, then you help your man next to you. And that's what exactly was happening this past weekend. Hey, Tony, for real, toxic environment. Look, and it continues. Watch this. This is something I seen. Devontae Adams was at like a basketball game. I think maybe the college games, not the Pac-12, but there was some Pac-12 teams. So I know Oregon beat Georgia, but there was some other little tournament they got going on out here in Vegas. And this is the referee talking to Devontae. Pay attention to the conversation.
Back on that winning track yesterday. Gotta rub it up. My name's Nicky, bro.
You win yesterday?
Section 312, ran that 50, man.
It's gonna be better now.
I can tell already. Good vibes. I love it, man.
Appreciate it.
The ref tells him it looks like you guys are back on the winning track again. And he asked him where he was sitting. Was he at the game and where he was sitting? He said, what level? Out of 50-yard line. He said it's going to get better now. So that's you. Like I said, you only have to hear so many words to understand what these guys went through. It's kind of like, sounds to me like a kid in an abusive household, and then, you know what I mean, they come remove the kids and put the kids with their grandmother. Parents are on drugs, beating the shit out of them. You know what I mean? And now they move the kids, put them with their grandmother, and now everything's fine. You know what I mean? Oh, it's going to be better now. When that means these players were playing with a dark cloud over their head. How can you produce that way? It's like hating your job. Your production ain't gonna be top tier when you hate your job. Oh, I hate coming here, man. I gotta face this dude. And I wonder if who else out there is gonna come out and say some shit that's gonna pretty much let it be known what the hell was going on behind closed doors. Now I want to show this one. This is from the locker room. This is when they was giving out game balls. Pay attention to the people that got game balls. I'm gonna get to this in a minute. So let's just listen to how they got down in the locker room.
Everybody, man, came together, bro. Worked out, bro. This was a crazy week, you know. And I just want to give a shout out to, you know, the guy in the position now. You know what I'm saying? Game ball to AP, man. Hey.
Been a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? A lot of attention, a lot of different positions, but we all know the toughest position to play in this game is quarterback. I think we need to show some acknowledgement to it. One more. Where's Champ Kelly at? Champ, we've been talking since day one.
No doubt.
Now we're here. Now, AP, all of us, bro, this is the beginning. Like you said, excuse my language. Like the up, have fun tonight. Get raise up 3, 1, 2, 3.
So the team gave balls to everybody on this team that was promoted. Think about it. Everybody that was promoted. But I say one thing they left out with Aiden O'Connell, you should have gave Bo Hardegree, let him in O'Connell split that ball. I told y'all before this game, I said it's a brilliant move to bring in, well, not bringing in, but move up Bo Hardegree. But he's keeping the title of quarterback coach still. He's just the offensive coordinator. Because he's the only one. He works with Aiden O'Connell, right? He works with him day to day, developing him. So who else better knows O'Connell's strengths and weaknesses? Now, if I'm the offensive coordinator and the plays that I'm calling are for a guy who I'm helped grooming and been working with him every day, then I know what calls to make correlation to his skill set. Who knows Aiden O'Connell's skill set better than the quarterback coach? What he can and can't do. Who knows it better? Bo Hardegree. Who did they see? And I think that the way they approached this, when Mark Davis knew he was firing these guys, they approached this to not only keep the balance of that which was working, but to improve those that kind of lagged. The offense lagged. The defense was showing improvement, but I still believe that McDaniels was kind of holding back Patrick Graham because there was a statement that AP made saying that I talked to Patrick Graham and I told him, let them guys go. Pin their ears back and get after them. And I'm like, well, why would you have to tell him to do something that if McDaniels told him to do the same thing was already implemented? You know what I mean? It's like telling him to throw. If we know that the game plan is to throw deep passes, why, if the head coach that was telling you to throw deep passes gets fired, I come in and I say, well, I talked to Bo Hardegree and told him, now let's go deep. But that was what he was doing. You wouldn't say that unless that was non-existent. So for you to tell Patrick Graham, send them young guys after the quarterback, pin their ears back and get after him. For you to have to say that, that kind of lets me know that that's not what was being done before you became interim head coach. And I kind of sense the difference in the defense as far as what we previously seen was a bend don't break type mentality. The only aggressor was Max Crosby. Keep it a buck. This whole season up until this last game, Max Crosby has been but he only has one speed. It ain't like he's, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like after dude is gone, McDaniels is gone. Now it's everybody. We had 8 sacks, bro. 8 sacks. Spread out. Yeah, Max Crosby had 3, but there was 5 others. 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like, well, maybe McDaniels, the way he wanted the defense, because even though he's not the defensive coordinator, he's still going to tell the coordinator what type of defense he wants played, because that's exactly how AP approached Bo Hardegree. It was said, shout out to Hondo Carpenter, give him a shout out for saying this one. He said that what AP did was write down on the paper what he wanted his offense to be. Gave it to Bo Hardegree and told him, however you want to achieve this, this is what I want. I want to be aggressive. I want to take shots downfield. I want to, you know me, have the run game still be an asset, be in this offense. I wanted to use everybody that we have. Hey, everybody come in here and participate. And that's why we're seeing different targets. That's why we're seeing a breakout of Josh Jacobs. So it was said, as the head coach, he wrote down on the paper, this is what I want the offense to look like. Now, how you get it to do that, that's on you. Whatever plays you feel like you can do, draw up, that works in Aiden O'Connell's favor to be able to have an aggressive offense. And they were aggressive. You remember we was up how many, 3 scores? And they was going deep? That's being aggressive. Being aggressive. Not the kind what we seen when we're down so many points and then on 4th down we settle for a field goal rather than being aggressive in the red zone and going for that touchdown. They was still trying to, hit them in that juggler, boy. They was going deep on a 3-score lead. And that's what you want to see. That you want teams to hate you, because the only people that get hated are the ones that's doing something right. You know what I mean? You never hate on the scrub that ain't shit. You know what I mean? But you hate on the motherfucker that's really good, but he just talk a lot. You know, they hated Michael Jordan. They hated Kobe. You know what I mean? They hated the greatest of all shit talkers, because if you a shit talker and you don't have skills, you just a bum. They laughing at you. They ain't getting mad at you and hating you. They just laughing at you like, motherfucker, you only got 1 point. How the fuck you talking about? Nigga, I can't guard you. But if this motherfucker got 50 and he talking shit, you like, man, son of a bitch, I hate that motherfucker. Because you know, when he talks his shit, he backs it up. That's the kind of team we need. That old rate, and I'm glad they got AP as the coach right now. He's bringing that old mentality. You can tell. You could tell the way motherfucking Crosby was getting in the face of that young quarterback. Wanted to get up and put his forearm in his neck. I seen that shit. I'm like, that's the wrong motherfucker to fuck with. Shout out to Ice Cube. I'm the wrong nigga to fuck with. You know what I mean? Because Crosby was on his ass for the rest of that game. On his ass. And there was times that he barely missed him. And there was times that he was going to be over-aggressive. I seen one play, I forgot which one of our players grabbed Crosby when he couldn't get to the quarterback, but he was still going towards the quarterback like he was about to push his ass down on the ground, but dude held him up like, nah. Crosby, hey, I'm telling you, that's that mentality. That's that old 80s, 90s mentality. You know what I mean? Back with that crossover decade from the 80s to the 90s. If they can get that right, that mentality we got playmakers, bro. That's one thing I ain't never even fucking second guess. For real. Yep. Josh Jacobs had input too. See, this is what you do this is how you're supposed to handle it. Your star players should have input. You know what I mean? They know what they're able to do. Hey, look, if you run this play, I'm open on this one right here every time. You know what I mean? That's when you have a complete unit. Once again, back to the old statement. The machine as a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And you guys are witnessing the development of this machine. The development of the machine, which we should have had this before, but I think McDaniel's approach was more, this is what it is, and this is what you're going to learn and do. And now the reverse is happening, where now is, what do you want to do? And that's how we going to do it. You know what I mean? It's the reverse. So, hey, shout out to them, man, for handling business the way they handling it. Because, bro, now I'm starting to see in between the lines and seeing that there's a whole bunch of misfunction, you know what I mean, going on with this team behind closed doors. They probably told them, and if anybody in here leak anything out to the media, you're going to be suspended without pay. You know what I mean? Shout out Jack Kennan, top of the morning to you. Raider Goon in the building. Hey, man, I'm so juiced. I finally got my my okay. I got it this morning, early this morning, that my motherfucking shift switch been okay. So I'm all Sunday, boy. I'm going to the tailgate. I'm getting out there. I'm getting on these Jets helmets. You feel me? Oh yeah, I can't wait till Sunday night, boy. Steve DeLuna. We're gonna change your name. Steve the Lunatic. That's it. Hey, but see, you're correct. We need to stop the run, but hey, we just went up against Barkley, bruh. You know what I mean? We just went up against Barkley. So it's like they can run all they want to, long as the pass game gets shut down. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna just win a game on running alone. You become one-dimensional. That's easy. 8 in the box. You know what I mean? Blitz Morik, which that's how he got a sack. You blitzing safeties. I would like to see Polamalu out there a little more than just special teams and use him. You know what I mean? Because with that speed and size, bruh, I want to put a hurting on people. You know what I mean? If we really go into this old Raider way, you know what I mean? Or not, I ain't gonna say going to it like it's the first time, but if we're going back to the future, I really want to put a hurting on people. I want people to remember playing us, and I want them to, like, next time they see us, they asshole is clenched. You know what I mean? Like they know, like they about to get the we're gonna chatter some teeth for real. No, I didn't go to the tailgate last week. I stayed home and watched the game because I ended up I didn't go. I ended up changing my mind Sunday too. I should have went, but my mind was focused on going to work. But man, when I started seeing that ass whooping on the Giants and I start drinking and shit, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to work tonight. You know what I mean? So I stayed home, bro, just and watched this ass whooping. For real. So I'm gonna do the same thing this Sunday night. Get my little drink and shit, man. Go down there, tailgate, shoot back to the house, and shit. Let's see if we can duplicate what we did this past Sunday. Oh, he was how many snaps was he out there? I know he was out there on special teams. I seen him out there on special teams for real. I want to see him get developed. I think he will be a good weapon against the tight end. You know what I mean? If he could develop in coverage, I think put him like we gonna need him on like the Kelseys and shit. 6'4" with a 3.35 40 or a 4.35 40. Can keep up with fast tight ends, big enough to cover big ones. But I'm not sure how far along his development is. Shit, you would think being related to Polamalu, you know what I mean, from the old school safety from Pittsburgh, he would have some one-on-one tutelage, you know what I mean, with his own relative. Yeah, I like what I see too, bruh. It's coming along. It's not happening overnight though, but the attitude happened overnight. The what is it? The relief happened overnight. I think they were playing tense. You know what I mean? And even Renfro said that they're no longer walking on eggshells. See, that's another telltale sign of how these guys were coaching. I don't think that way of coaching works nowadays. Not with these young guys now. It's not that kind of era. See, when we talk about taking it back to the Raider days, it's not trying to be a hard-nosed coach. It's about being hard mentally. The players being mentally hard. You know what I mean? Being disciplined, but have more athleticism than they did in the past. You know what I mean? You don't have as much contact in practice, but I heard that McDaniels was having them be physical in practice. You know what I mean? And it's like, this day and age, they don't allow that shit no more. It ain't like back in the days when we had two-a-days. This generation ain't the same as old school generation. You know what I mean? You got the old school generation where you had, like Bo Jackson had, how many brothers and sisters they had? So you know they was all doing cutting wood, all that shit. Like Herschel Walker. You remember Herschel Walker, the running back that used to be with Minnesota and Dallas? Remember how big and yoked he was? You know he never lift weights. You know how he got his size from chopping wood? That's just show you the old school parents used to make their kids do shit like that. Nowadays, all these kids do is got their head in their phone. I see it all the time at work. These young kids, they just walk around, head all in their phone all fucking day. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers are softer than shit. Back in the day, motherfucking kids, hey, I had to do chores. I ain't gonna never forget. Spring come along, spring cleaning. Oh, yes. I had to wash walls and baseboards. You know, I'd be having my son take out trash and wash dishes now too. Fuck that. You're not gonna be a no good for nothing. Teaching them how to cook and everything. Don't rely on nobody, especially a woman, because nowadays these women only know how to cook top ramen and motherfucking, I got ramen and bologna. Got bologna and ramen and fucking In-N-Out burgers. Can't cook a lick. So, you know, that's why I'll be like, it's a whole, so you got to coach accordingly. You can be stern, but you can be fair. Like I see Dion with Colorado. He's the same way. He's a stern coach, but he's fair. He's fun. And that's why I see AP doing. See, I don't see McDaniels wasn't fun. You never seen these guys have like fuck it, on our off day, let's take a team. Oh, I think they can't travel together or nothing like that, work related. But shit, go do some shit as a team. You know what I mean? Everybody go to Top Golf or whatever the fuck. But that locker room, you see the difference in that locker room, bro. Go watch old post game little fucking that Josh McDaniels gave in the locker room. Look how dead it is. Now go back and look at what Pierce is doing. It's lively in there. They got the music jumping. You know what I mean? It's like Pierce was one of the guys. You know what I mean? When Jacobs was giving him the ball, he come out the crowd hugging on Jacobs. You know what I mean? Like one of the homies. You feel me? Oh, we got to get every time they get the Raiders in.
Right!
You know what it is. All day, every day, boy. This shit don't stop. Shit, continue this motherfucking trend of going out there and beating the shit out of people you supposed to. Shout out to the 63 people watching, man. Salute to y'all for real, man. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button and leave a comment and share the video with a family member, a friend, or even your side chick. It don't matter. But yeah, man, I see good things, but like I say, we can't just be sold on one game. You can't be sold on one game. It's like you said, it's against a team that's bottom of the barrel But at the same time, they were on our schedule, and it's not like we went out there with Tom Brady at quarterback. You know what I mean? We came out there with a 4th-round rookie, second start in his career. You know what I mean? So he went out there. They simplified. To me, they simplified the playbook. They didn't do too much, but I heard that there's a lot more that they can do. I think that, and Hondo said it best too. The element of surprise, boy, that's what we got. Nobody knows what we're going to do. And I heard this past Sunday, that was just a little sample size of what we got going on with the play calling. That was just a little bit. They said there's a whole lot more out there. They said Hardegree has been in the facility these past couple of days, going over film, drawing up new game plans for the Jets. I like this dude. They said this young dude, he was the next up and coming, one of the great minds up and coming offensively. He comes from a tree of known veteran coaches, you know what I mean, that's been out there. But he did damn good, bro. He did damn good this past Sunday with the play calling. You know, people sitting here being amazed, like he's never called an offensive play, never called a game in his life. And look what this guy did. 30 points. 30 points. And to be honest with you, we left some points out there. That's the scary part. We left some points out there. And we scored 30. So does it become 35 or 40 this Sunday? We're going to see. But if you look at our offense and just look at the pieces we have on there, in the right system, and I like Aiden O'Connell. I think Aiden O'Connell, that's it. He's the starter. Ain't nobody taking his job, not even next year. But if you do go into the draft and you draft the quarterback next year high, first 3 rounds, you let him compete. That's just going to bring out the best in either or. You're going to get the best of what you have. You know what I mean? But Aiden O'Connell, his poise in the pocket, I love it. They shout out to the offensive line, kept that boy clean all game long, no sacks. You know what I mean? No turnovers. You take care of the ball and you keep him upright, he'll make plays for you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trey Tucker for that deep ball that he dove for, because I know a lot of receivers nowadays, I done seen passes that if they would have dove, they could have made the catch, but they just let them become an incomplete pass. I've seen that so many times. I'm like, man, you scared to die for the ball? Trey Tucker, he dove for that son of a bitch, boy, and made that catch. Hey, I was proud of him. I was proud of that young dude, man, putting it all out there on the line like that for his team. And that's exactly what you got to expect from these guys. We got a nice young team, bro. Now let's see if we can continue. If we can continue, that's it. Can we be consistent with production and winning games? It starts with 1. We are 1-0 with that. Can we go 2-0 after Sunday night? Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait because there's a lot out there to be able to just cheer for. You know what I mean? Especially we're at home still, because we got the meat and potatoes of our schedule this year. We're about to come down to it. But you know what? The one thing I admit, the schedule behind me. Look at this shit. Here, let me duck down. So we going from the Giants, we got the Jets. Then we got Miami. Then Kansas City. See, these next 3 games, I love the fact that at this point in time for us, changing out our coach and GM and quarterback, right before we got a bye, because that's going to be some good game film between the Giants, Jets, Miami, the Dolphins, and Kansas City. That's going to be some good game film for us to go in at the bye, depending on how we do this. It's a must that we beat at the bare minimum. And that's including this past Giants game. We need 3 wins before the bye. We need at least 3 wins before the bye. That means we're going to have to either take down Miami. We got to take care of the Jets. We got to take down either Miami or Kansas City before the bye. Shit, a perfect world will take down all of them. You feel me? Can you imagine that shit? That'll be 7 wins going into the bye if we can knock out these next 3. But we could take 6. You got 6, and then you come out the bye with Minnesota, Chargers, Kansas City, Colts, and motherfucking Broncos. Out of those games, like if you want to say, if we go into 6 games, that means, that's how I said, we have to win it. We got to win at least out of these next 3. We got to win 2. That gives us 6 wins. That means 4 wins after that will be 10 wins. And I believe Minnesota will be a win. Chargers is a win. The Colts will be a win. And Broncos will be a win at the least. That's your 4. That's your 10 wins right there. But we got to go 2. We got to win at least 2 of these next 3. We got to. We got to. Let's go. Let's go. But I truly believe, but I don't want to just, rely on it. But I think that 3rd wild card in the AFC, I think a 9-win team is going to get that shit. Because everybody that's in the mix is beating everybody. They're you know what I mean? They're going back and forth with the losses and wins. Because right now, everybody's at about 5 and 4 wins. Halfway through. It's going to be interesting how this shit unfolds, though. It's going to be interesting for real. So, yeah. Snoops Hernandez, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. B. Al in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Raider Nation, Jason in the building. Yeah, I can't wait till Sunday night, bruh. I'm about to tailgate my ass off. I'm about to tailgate my ass off, boy. Oh, my God, man. Let's go. You know what I mean? Steve the Lunatic. Being in the building. I'm trying to scroll up, man, and see. Shout out to Ben. Raider Ben in the building. There you go. I see you now. Hell yeah. Floyd R. Felix, man, what's the deal? 1 game at a time, bruh. That's real shit. 1 game at a time. That's all we can do. So to be honest with you, bruh. Yeah, these next 3 games is going to be very important. We got to at least go 2-1 before the bye. We got to at least. But if we could pull, in some way, somehow, we pull off these next 3, woo! Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, Pierce said he's going to give these guys the mentality that we can beat anybody. Ja Raider, tops to you. Okay. I'll go with that one, too. I like the way the offensive line been doing their thing, too, this past week. You know what I mean? They kept, O'Connell, bruh, clean as hell. But see, that's the receivers is getting open, bruh. Some of them he overled, like when he was going to Devontae Adams towards the left sideline. But like I tell everybody, you got to remember, he is a rookie. He's going to make his mistakes. As long as we don't turn over the ball, though, those kind of mistakes. You know what I mean? I'll take a short pass or a pass that's too long, but not into the arms of the opposition. I'll take a incomplete pass. But they got game film of this now. You know what I mean? There's a lot they can do with Aiden O'Connell. With that 50-yard, I'm glad they put that on tape. I'm glad the Raiders put that deep-ass pass to Trey Tucker on tape, because now what you think teams are going to do? No longer will they be able to stack the box. You're not going to be able to do it. Nope. And it ain't going to matter if you double-team Devontae, because, Jacoby Myers will tear your ass up, too. Renfro show his little, you know me, had a little flashback out there, boy. Little 13 out there had a little flashback. You know what I mean? Little what's it called? Little Paw Patrol was out there, boy. He had that dog in him, little Paw Patrol. That's what I'm gonna start calling Renfro. Paul Patrol was out there getting his wiggle on. You feel me? What's up, Dark? Top of the morning. Man, that's why it's if this offense can do what we know they can do with the weapons they got, bro, it's gonna be hard to guard them. And not to mention Michael Mayer, not Michael Mayer. Yeah, the mayor of the nation. That's the real mayor. We do have a tough task. That's facts. You know what I mean? You can't overlook the Jets. You can't never underestimate your opposition. Never play down to them, which we did not do that against the Giants. You know what I mean? So now what we got to do is take care of business with anybody that's in front of us. I think the way that these guys are inspired, the way they're out there playing and leaving everything on the field. See, what we're looking at now is a team full of Max Crosbys, if you think about it, because everybody was going hard every snap. Every snap, everybody was going hard without the blue pill. You feel me? They was going hard. So let's just take, like we said, take it one game at a time, see how we get down with the get down, and watch this shit unfold. Oh, that 5 wide look. Hey, bro. That's out. It's on film. You feel me? Hey, we're gonna give defenses a lot to think about. A lot. You know what I mean? We got to get them to overconsume what we're doing. And there's some shit that we ain't even done yet. A lot from what they're saying. There's a lot of detail in this play calling by Hardegree that has not even been. We have the element of surprise on our hand. You know what I mean? They don't know what to expect. Yeah, you got a little game piece, little one game against the Giants. We didn't do too much. We threw little tidbits to put on your mind. You know what I mean? There's a lot you can do out there. We give you shit we want you to see. So then when you try to defend it, it's just going to be a sleight of hand. You're going to think it's going to be that jet sweep, and it's not. Aiden O'Connell's going to pull it out, and guess who's going to be wide open? You might get a Michael Mayer wide open down the right side. You know what I mean? There's a lot you can do off the plays off this shit. You're going to catch these dudes slipping. We want you to see this shit and have it in your mind. Okay, watch out for the jet sweep, because once everybody starts shifting towards where they think Trey Tucker or even Jakobi Meyers, because they both did that same shit, you go the opposite way. You go the opposite way, and next thing you know, it might be a Michael Mayer wide open, or you might have sneak the running back. And don't forget, we could use the fullback too if we want to with Jakob Johnson in the past game. So there's a lot of shit that you can do and not be too fancy, but just sleight of hand. You know, almost like being a 3-card Molly type motherfucker. Okay, which one is it? The middle, nope. The left, nope. The right, nope. Oh, how is not neither one of them? Motherfucker, you just got cheated. You feel me? Daniel Caps Keenan, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. Hey, that's right, the blocks. Even Devontae Adams had that block too for Jakobi Meyers touchdown. He cleared that motherfucker out of out the sideline. For real. Hey, bro, hey. Can't wait till Sunday. That's all I'm going to say, man. I'm not going to hold y'all up, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up and hanging out with your boy this morning. Like I said, every weekday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and this is the Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast. But Friday, you know what Friday is. You know what Friday is. F your team Friday. We go in on the Jets. We go in on them. So if y'all just want to come in and Friday morning and get your laugh on, we gonna clown, and we might do another story time. You know what I mean? I might put together another story time. Last week it was Vagiant, the super fan. You know what I mean? This week, who knows? Stay tuned for story time with Lunatic. You feel me? So thank y'all for pulling up, man. Please subscribe to the channel once again. Hit that like, man, for real. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's get those likes up, man. We had over 70 people in here, man, and I appreciate y'all, man. So with that being said, before we leave, let me leave you with this.
Right now.
And I'm Lunatic Raider, Raiders Allegiance. You've been watching Good Morning Raider Nation's live podcast, man. Once again, I'm out this B.I.N.